Hey guys, so this week I've been playing Final Fantasy 13, which is out for both the Xbox and the PS3, and all the fanboys are like, oh my god, how dare they put it on anything other than Sony stuff, because it's never been on anything other than Sony consoles ever, forever. Oh. But you don't care about the controversy, you want to know, hey, is this game actually any good? Well, why don't you shut up and let me tell you what my opinion is of Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 13 has been in development for years, way back since the PS2 days, so there is a whole lot of anticipation for this game. I personally wasn't that excited for this game because I've had a troubled past with Final Fantasy games. Why? But despite my past, I wanted to walk into this with an open mind. When the game starts, it throws you right into the action. There's not a whole lot of lengthy cutscenes explaining what's going on. Basically, you're thrown into this world, you have no idea what's going on, everyone else seems to know what's happening, but you don't. Things just kind of kick off and you're expected to just figure it out as you go along. The combat in the game tries to do things a little fresh this time around. It's still turn-based, but it's kind of this hybrid real-time turn-based thing, but essentially it's the same stuff that you would expect from Final Fantasy. You only ever control one of the characters in your party, and the rest are all run by AI. And the AI also runs the auto-battle system, which you use instead of planning out which attacks you do, you basically just let the game decide for you. Instead of picking attacks, where you really make your tactical decisions is with the stances. At any time in the battle, you can switch what your party's class roles are. Either, are they all going to be attacking? Is someone going to be healing? Is somebody going to be a tank? You switch all that on the fly, and that's where really the control of the fighting system takes place. But even with all that control, it can still feel sometimes like the game is actually playing itself. And that sort of feeling is reflected in the story as well. It feels like everyone's trying to do their thing, and I'm holding everyone back by trying to figure out this story. The game is also incredibly linear. There's just one path you go on, especially for that first 25 hours. Once you get past that, it's a little better, but still, the game really wants you to be pushed along and not interrupt everything. I think the game adds a lot of stuff to it than Final Fantasy needs if it wants to innovate and continue to be the top dog in the JRPG world. But I think a lot of longtime fans might argue over if it's any good or not.
Oh my god, it is literally the worst Final Fantasy game ever made.
I don't agree with that right there. I think it's probably one of the better games I've ever read. But despite all that, the game's actually kind of fun. If you're a fan of these games, you'll enjoy it. I personally didn't, but maybe you will if you're a fan of these games. So there you have it. Final Fantasy 13 it's alright. I don't like it. I'll just say it right now. I didn't like it. It was okay. It's not my kind of game. I'm not really into the Japanese turn-based adventure-type games like this, and that's what it is. I'm not a huge fan. I can see how people can have fun with it. I didn't, really like it, but it's not my thing. Maybe if you play these games a lot, you'll like it. Maybe you won't, There's obviously a lot of people who debate whether or not it's a good Final Fantasy or if it's a bad Final Fantasy, but basically, I would stay away from it. But if you're into this kind of stuff, you probably like it.